Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about how you can become a cloud support engineer in 2026 and what skills, knowledge, and mindset you should build if you're a college student, a fresher, or someone with a couple of years of experience. So the cloud is booming. The demand for cloud professionals is skyrocketing. So if you're thinking about a stable, high growth tech path, this one is for you. In this video, I will talk through what a cloud support engineer actually does, the core skills and tools you need to master, what to focus on depending on where you are, if you're a student, a fresher, or you have 2 to 3 years of experience. And I will be giving you a roadmap to go from zero to job ready and beyond. So let's dive in. First, what even is a cloud support engineer? Sometimes called cloud engineer, cloud support, or cloud admin. So, broadly, you help build, maintain, monitor, and support cloud infrastructure for companies. This means you will be working on cloud platforms like AWS or Google Cloud or Azure. You will be provisioning virtual machines or resources. You will be configuring networks, storage, and security. Then you also troubleshoot issues when things go wrong. You can check issues when there is slow performance, there's outage, misconfigurations. So you will have to jump in and fix them. Then you also optimize and configure cloud resources for cost, performance, and scalability. And sometimes you help migrate systems from on-prem to cloud, or you manage hybrid cloud native environments. So in short, you're the backbone that ensures a company's cloud infrastructure works reliably, scales, and stays secure. So because of this, demand for cloud support roles is high, and this demand is expected to grow as more companies move to cloud or multi-cloud setups. Okay, so now we'll dive into the core skills and knowledge you must master. So if you want to build a strong foundation to become a cloud support engineer, here is what you need to focus on. First is operating systems and Linux. So basically to make you a system admin. A major chunk of cloud infrastructure runs on Linux. Being comfortable with Linux, command line, shell scripting, server administration packages is essential. So basic sysadmin tasks like VM creation, load analysis, package installation, configuration, these will become your day-to-day tasks if you are managing cloud servers. Then next is cloud platforms and core cloud concepts. So you need to learn at least one major cloud platform. The big one is obviously AWS. Others are Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud Platform. Oracle is also there, but mostly companies use AWS, Microsoft Azure, or GCP. So you need to understand computing models, virtual machines, containers, serverless, know about storage, databases, networking, security, and deployment models. Okay. The next is programming, scripting, and automation. So your ability to code or script in languages like Python, which is very popular in cloud for automation and serverless, or other languages depending on context. Then you should know how to work with APIs, SDKs, RESTful services. Cloud services are often API driven. Then you need to know about infrastructure as code tools, automation tools. So helps you deploy, manage, and maintain infrastructure in a repeatable, scalable way. What is containerization, virtualization, and how your DevOps mindset should be? So working knowledge of container tools like Docker, orchestration tools like Kubernetes, essential for cloud native deployment. So you should be having some knowledge on Docker and Kubernetes. Then you also need to have understanding of virtualization, VMs, serverless, as well as DevOps practices where CI/CD pipelines come in, automation comes in, and version control comes. So this will help you operate efficiently in a real world cloud environment. Then next is networking, security, and cloud-based specific practices. Knowledge of networking fundamentals, virtual networks, subnets, IPs, routing, firewalls, VPNs. All these concepts will come in under networking, which are fundamental for you to learn because cloud infrastructure demands robust networking. Then in database fundamentals, you have SQL, NoSQL, data storage, operations. Many apps cloud rely on many apps on cloud, they rely on databases. So you need to have some fundamental level understanding of database. Then you need to be aware on security best practices as well, like disaster recovery, backup strategies, because cloud environments must be secure and resilient. Then you also need to have some soft skills like communication, problem solving, and adaptability because you will often need to communicate technical issues to team members, clients, or stakeholders. So, clear communication is very important. Then you need to have a problem solving mindset because cloud support often means troubleshooting under pressure, diagnosing problems, finding solutions first and fast. So, also, you need to be adaptable as cloud tech evolves rapidly. New services, features, and best practices will keep on coming, and you'll have to keep learning and updating your skills. So now I will be giving you the roadmap what to do if you're a student, fresher, or an experienced person with 2 to 3 years of experience. So if you're a student who is in college or just completed your about to complete your graduation, you can start with the fundamentals. You can get a strong grip on core CS and IT topics like operating systems, networking basics, database, data structures, and algorithms. Then second would I would suggest is learn Linux and basic system administration. Try to install Linux on a VM and experiment with the servers and the command line. Then you can pick one cloud platform from AWS, Azure, or GCP, and you can start exploring there. Many services have free tiers. Begin with basic compute, storage, networking, and VMs. Then you can learn a scripting language like Python. Also, you can learn Bash or Shell scripting for automation. Then you can build small projects like hosting a website on AWS, GCP, deploying a small app, or experimenting with cloud functions. This gives you hands-on experience and sets you apart with many of the candidates. Then you can learn container basics, Docker, maybe Kubernetes. Then you can prepare for certifications, which is optional if you're still in college, but it will be useful. So AWS has the certifications for basic cloud fundamental. You can learn and try for them and add them to your resume early on. Then, if you are a fresher who just graduated between 0 to 1 years of experience, you can build on what you have learned. Deepen your cloud platform knowledge, explore compute, storage, networking, security, IAM, database services. Start working with infrastructure as code and automation and basic DevOps pipelines. Then you can try to get internships in a cloud related role or a small freelance, or you can do personal projects because experience matters more than degree in today's world. You can also focus on problem solving, troubleshooting scenarios, simulate failure scenarios, deploy, and you can debug those. And you can also work on your soft skills like communication, explaining basic cloud concepts. Many support roles require you to interact with client and stakeholders. So communication and explaining complex logic plays a vital role there. And for those people who have around 2 to 3 years or 4 years of experience, who are already in some kind of support role or sysadmin role or DevOps or non-cloud infra role, you can transition to a cloud by learning one major cloud stack end to end, like AWS, Azure, or GCP, including like these services like compute, storage, database, networking, security, and identity. You can learn containerization, orchestration, serverless computing, which modern infrastructure often uses. Then you can work on automation and infrastructure as code, DevOps tool chains. This will set you apart. Aim for relevant certifications. These validate your cloud knowledge and make your profile stronger. Then you can try to get into support or cloud oriented roles like cloud support, cloud admin, cloud operations. And you can use your existing experience as a strength, and your many of the skills which you already have in your role will translate there. Okay. Now I can talk about some certifications which you can do or projects and real world tips. So to boost your chances in 2026, certifications from cloud providers like AWS or Azure or GCP will help validate your skills and give credibility to your skills. And many employers look for them in your resumes. You can also build hands-on projects. Rather than just reading theory, create real cloud deployments, web apps, simple serverless services, containerized apps, CI/CD pipelines. These projects show recruiters you have practical knowledge. You can practice troubleshooting and support scenarios. Stay updated because cloud is evolving fast. Keep learning about new services, best practices, security, and updates. And you can network with people in your industry, and you can post on LinkedIn about what you're learning, and that will build credibility for you, and it exposes your profile to recruiters out there. And now I'll be talking about why 2026 is a great time to get into cloud support. As more companies and startups and mis- uh, as more companies like startups, mid-sized firms, and enterprises are migrating to cloud to adopt hybrid or multi-cloud environment, demand for cloud support professionals is rising, and cloud adoption continues to accelerate globally. So this is broadening the scope. Cloud isn't just hosting, but with container, serverless, microservices, DevOps, automation, cloud infrastructure has become more advanced. Engineers who master these will get great leverage. And from an Indian job market perspective, many Indian and global companies uses AWS, Azure, and GCP. And being skilled gives you access to remote and on-site opportunities with good salary potential. So if you're someone who is motivated, curious, and willing to learn, becoming a cloud support engineer in 2026 is absolutely within reach. What you can do today, you can pick a cloud platform. I would suggest AWS. Sign up for a free tier if it is available. Install Linux on a VM and get comfortable with basics. You can start learning Python and basics of networking. Try a small project, watch a YouTube video on how to do it, deploy a simple web app or a static website on cloud, and read about cloud services, containerization, and DevOps practices. If you start now and stay consistent, in a few months, you'll already have a portfolio that will make you job ready. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on more cloud career content. I'll be sharing deeper guides on AWS, DevOps, real projects soon. Also, comment below with what stage you are at. If you are a student, if you're a fresher, or if you're working, and I'll try to give you a personalized next step suggestion. See you in the next video. Until then, keep learning and keep building.